We made it to the airport and we had a huge scare as we were checking in.
We were hoping it would be getting better, but if anything, the weather looks worse than it did this morning.
So our tire completely ripped open just now driving.
Good morning, guys. Today we had to wake up at 3 a.m. because we were flying to New Zealand. We made it to the airport and we had a huge scare as we were checking in. And so there's some very important information when flying to New Zealand that we did not know about, and it has now made us late to our flight. And then also all the lounges are closed this morning, so we can't get breakfast. So we just had to go to one of those little restaurants and get one of those priority pass deals where they give you like the $36 worth of food. So we just grabbed some breakfast real quick, and then we were rushing to our gate because we were about to be late for our flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, kia ora. Welcome to Queenstown, New Zealand at the local time.
So we just arrived in New Zealand and it is already so beautiful. The mountains are gorgeous, like it is amazing. I am just in awe and really, really excited for the next couple weeks now. Super pumped. So we rented a car and this is gonna be the first time we're gonna drive on the left side of the road. So a little nervous, but we're gonna take it really slow today and make it to Anau tonight. I'm used to there being a steering wheel right here, but it's over here.
We made it to the place that we're staying at tonight. It is been raining ever since we got here though, so we've just kind of been hunkered down in this room just for like the few minutes that we've been here. But real quick, I'll just show you what we're doing. So we rented a car rather than a camper van. We tried to rent a camper van, but they were all taken. Turns out New Zealand is on everybody's bucket list to do camper van, so it's very expensive and it's very hard to actually get a camper van whenever you do it. So you gotta book really far in advance. So we're just doing a rental car for this first bit. And so we're staying tonight at this like little campsite, but they have little private rooms. And so in our private room, we basically just have like a bed, a couple chairs, and a desk. And then there's shared bathrooms. There's a men's and a women's at either end of the hallway. So that's kind of our cheap accommodations while we're here. It's only like 40 bucks a night to do it. But we're also right across a really, really beautiful lake. We're also relatively close to Milford Sound, which is where we're going to be going tomorrow. So we don't know where we can get food, and also they don't provide any kind of shower gear in terms of like soaps or anything while we're here. So we are way far out in the country and we gotta try to figure out how we're gonna get some soaps and some food and everything like that while we're staying at this accommodation. So we forgot to explain earlier what happened when we were at the airport. Something that was almost super detrimental to our entire trip occurred when we were checking in. And that's when we found out that you have to have a ticket leaving New Zealand whenever you come here. And it's something that we've only had to do in China. We haven't had to do that in any other country. And so while we were checking in, we had to real quick buy a ticket someplace else to prove that we were actually going to be leaving the country and we had plans on leaving New Zealand. So we ended up buying just random tickets to Melbourne in 2 weeks.
It was like the cheapest one at the top of the list. So
apparently we're going back to Australia. We didn't know that we were going to be doing that, but you know, most people won't be doing that. They'll be traveling with return tickets or tickets somewhere else on a vacation. But just know, if you are traveling to New Zealand and you normally do one-way tickets, you cannot do that. You have to have tickets somewhere else. So we're gonna go grab our supplies real quick because we have to go to bed and get up really early for this Milford cruise. So we'll see you in the morning. Well, we made it to Milford Sound this morning and it was a terrifying drive. It was pitch black and it is pouring torrential downpour rain, if you can't tell. Yeah, super rainy, kind of scary. And so right now our boat cruise of the Milford Sound has been postponed until 11:10. So we are just kind of waiting around to see if they're gonna still do that one or if it's gonna be canceled. So to be continued. We will let you know what we end up doing.
Okay, so we waited around for 2 hours, took a nap in our car, but then came back, and this next tour is canceled too because of the weather. And we were hoping it would be getting better, but if anything, the weather looks worse than it did this morning. So we're gonna go ahead and just cancel our tour. We're so bummed because this is supposed to be one of the coolest things ever to see. But because the weather's so bad, I don't think we'd even really be able to see anything. So as of right now, the road says it's still open. So we're gonna, I guess, brave that and try to get back the way we came from. And then we still have a really long drive ahead of us to get to our next place tonight. So we're gonna go get on the road and see how long it takes us to get there. So driving around, we've seen so many beautiful waterfalls, like just all over the mountains. I've never seen waterfalls like this before. So we wanted to pull over real quick and take some pictures of them.
So we're gonna do that real quick and then jump back in to get out of the rain and try to get back on the road.
So our tire completely ripped open just now driving. I don't know how this happened, but I thought it was just a flat, but like it is completely torn open.
No idea.
Jeez.
What did we do to this car? Wow. He's amazing, and he did it so fast.
That's why it's important to know how to change a tire. You don't know when you'll be in New Zealand out in the middle of nowhere and a tire suddenly blows up on you. I don't know. I have no clue how this just got ripped open like that. But we got the spare on. So it looks like we're gonna be going to Queenstown now. We're gonna call Avis and try to figure out what we do now. Because we can't drive on the spare for too long. So we're gonna have to go take this in and figure out what to do now. Okay. Yeah, okay. We'll see you tomorrow then. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, it looks like Avis says that it's okay for us to go ahead and just drive to our place that we're staying at tonight, Kingston, and then just come in the morning and we'll do a exchange of vehicles. So crisis averted, not a huge deal. I think we can get back on the road and finish this drive and just breathe a sigh of relief that nothing happened whenever we blew our tire.
Yeah, and that this didn't happen. We were going through all that water.
Oh yeah, we were very thankful too that it's not raining anymore because it was pouring. And now it's, I mean, not sunshiny, but it's not rainy, so we could do that a lot more comfortably than we could have earlier if that would have happened, so.
Huzzah!
Back on the road! We're good to go. I think what it was is I've gotten so good and confident at driving on the left side of the road that New Zealand has decided to throw a monkey wrench at me and try to throw me all off and blow up my tire, but we got past it. Nothing can stop us now. Alright, we found our place in Kingston. It's like a little AirBnB, well, it's like a little B&B slash hostel kind of setup. And so we just got checked in. We're going to get our stuff inside. And then, I don't know what we're going to do now. There's all kinds of cool hikes and lakes all around here. But it's getting close to the evening time, so not sure. What?
I'm so tired. a long day.
Some people describe this as like a bed and breakfast because like it's like somebody's house, it looks like, that's been just turned into some kind of accommodation, and they have breakfast provided in the mornings. It also kind of has like a hostel feel because like there's like big communal areas out in the middle of the house where people are like playing board games and stuff right now even, and then also there's like a gym and a game room and there's a hot tub. But it also has some really cool features where they provide bicycles if you want to go bike, and kayaks if you want to go kayak in the lake. So yeah, pretty cool. The only, I guess, like downside, if you want to call it a downside, is that it's all a shared bathroom for everybody. And it wasn't like too big, but I mean, they seem nice and clean, and everything seems well taken care of. But we found this place on Airbnb also. But it seems pretty cool. So this is where we're going to be staying for one night. But I think we're going to get out and check out some of the mountains in the area and walk around just a little bit while we still have some energy, and then try to go find some food. Especially this one right here turns to a grouch when she doesn't get sleep or food.
It's true.
And it's so starting.
True. It's setting in. So right next to our Airbnb is this really cool lake. And so we're going to walk along the lake, and then it'll take us to this little restaurant we're going to go have dinner at. But this is a really pretty area. Lots of mountains everywhere, trees. So far, all of New Zealand is just beautiful. I want to stay at each place longer than a day, but we only have a day in each place. It's a bummer. Here we go.
So we just got done with what was a very, very good dinner. Mm-hmm. I was really surprised in this small, tiny town that the restaurant would be kind of just like a hole in the wall. I don't know what I expected, but it ended up being a super nice restaurant. Really, really good food. I got a really fancy like hamburger.
I got some fried chicken. It said it was kiwi fried chicken. So it was very good.
Yeah, so we got to enjoy that place. It was really cool. And so now we're gonna walk back. It's like 7:30, almost 8 o'clock. The sun's still out. And we're going to go walk by the lake a little bit and try to get some good views in before we got to call it a night. We were pretty exhausted.
Long day. But good day.
Yeah, it's been
Unexpected
memorable.
Day.
Yeah. So let's walk back and try to see what views we can catch.
So now it's getting kind of cold and windy, so we are gonna head back to our room and go to sleep. We're exhausted.
So thanks so much for watching these videos. I hope that you enjoyed our first couple days here in New Zealand, and then we are very excited to take on a few more weeks in New Zealand. Well, a couple more weeks in New Zealand and really see a lot more. So thanks so much for watching. If you like these videos, please like it and subscribe so you can continue on traveling with us. We're really glad that you're doing that. So we'll see you tomorrow.